Hi, my name is Rose and welcome to my channel, The Graceful Garden. Today I am bringing you along on our camping trip. We are heading out to Turkey Run State Park here in Indiana, and I'm going to be sharing some of my favorite camping tricks, hacks, and tips, and also showing you just the great things you can do here in Indiana. We have some gorgeous state park. We are leaving today to go to Turkey Run State Park for a camping weekend, and we want to bring you all along for the journey and the adventure. It promises to be quite an adventure this weekend. It's looking at the weather forecast, it's going to be a high of 91 today, high of 92 tomorrow, high of 91 on Sunday. Not supposed to have rain, which we usually have rain on all our camping trips, so that'll be nice, not having rain, but it's going to be hot, and the humidity is supposed to be 100% because we've had a lot of rain this last week. So anyway, Turkey Run is all about the creeks and the waterfalls, so we're going to be in the water most of the weekend, and hopefully that will offset the heat enough. And we have air conditioning in our van, and we are going to bring 2 fans. We have an electric campsite, so hopefully with 2 extension cords, 2 fans, for our 2 tents, it should be okay as long as you're sleeping right in front of the fans. I grew up in Oklahoma where the heat index was sometimes 100 and then also 100% humidity. It was just really hot and humid a lot. And so it's something that I've dealt with before in my life, but intentionally planning a camping trip and leaving behind our lovely air conditioning, well, that's interesting. This morning we have a lot to do. It is about 7 o'clock right now, and I am planning on picking the last of my blackberries. There's still quite a few ripe right now, and so I'm gonna go pick those, and then I'm gonna water my plants because it is gonna be so hot and we're not supposed to have rain while we're gone. I wanna give them a good water. My mom is gonna be coming to water the plants and take care of the animals tomorrow and Sunday. So hopefully everything stays alive and doesn't die while we're gone. It's gonna be hot here too. So Turkey Run is about an hour and a half from Indianapolis. There's also another state park over there called Shade State Park that we're gonna check out. It's supposedly just as awesome and beautiful as Turkey Run and less people. So it has less features, it's also less people. Oh, I forgot to mention, the Nature Center has air conditioning, and there's also an inn at Turkey Run. So if we're overheating, we can go hang out in the lobby at the inn, or we can go to the Nature Center. So hopefully between all those options, we won't be too miserable. I gave my kids a challenge this morning that for the weekend, we are challenging ourselves not to complain the whole weekend. So no matter how hot we get, no matter how uncomfortable we are, we're gonna try to not complain. So we'll see how it goes. I think I'm gonna have a really cool special reward if they manage to do that. And I just think that that would make our whole camping trip a lot more pleasant, even if negative things are happening, to not complain about them, but instead try to find something to be thankful for or positive. So we'll bring you along for that adventure too and see how it goes. We also give rewards to the kids for keeping their tent clean and stuff like that. "7:21 and I'm done with berry picking. Not much of a harvest today. We're really at the end of berry season. It's the last 2 to 3 weeks in June, and we have had such a good harvest. I have like a gallon of berries in the freezer, and I'm going to be eating them all summer long. Love me some black raspberries. So now I'm on to watering my garden. I'm going to water my garden.
Why?
Because we're leaving. Most of my garden still feels pretty wet, but I'm going to water the pots because they never survive. Things in the ground survive so much better than things in pots. And this flower in particular dries out so fast. I'll quickly show you some of my favorite spots in the garden. Just put these pots together the other day. I'm not sure if all the plants in there will survive. Some lamb's ear. These pots are doing gorgeous this year. Over here we've got our first zinnia blooms. Look at that gorgeousness. Lilies, red lilies, yellow lilies. These have not bloomed yet. Those are my hardy hibiscus. And then over here we've got some more pots. I'm not worried about these pots. I think they're pretty wet. Tip for testing whether your plants have enough water is stick your finger down in them. And if it feels damp about an inch in, they should be okay for a day. So that's that. These are some gorgeous lilies. Doesn't look like I have any of them today. Over here we have my green beans, my kale and collards, and my cucumbers, which are doing really well this year. I'm so happy to finally have some cucumbers that are not rotting, but actually growing. I like to pick them when they're not very big. I think they taste sweeter. So, over here we have coneflower. Lots of lovely flowers in the Graceful garden today. We actually screwed these pots into the steps, which we can do because we have such crazy looking steps. But it's worked really well, although the pots themselves are dented from the kids stepping on. All gone, and I can't even blame that on the kids. I ate it all. Now, moving on to the coffee. And emptying out Clifford, our big red van. Here's my plan. This is my checklist. So far, we've done breakfast, started laundry, flowers. Ooh, I was gonna cut some flowers and put them in a vase. So next, I'll be on to packing clothes. I guessed I would do that at 7:30, and let's see here. It is already 7:48, and I still want to cut flowers. But there's my amazing husband. Washing dishes, cleaning up the kitchen.
Hey, hi!
And there's my amazing...
Camping!
Yes, we're going camping! There's my David and my Eliana.
Here's your baby.
Ellie's been big into babies lately. So here's my list. On the back of my list, this is the 3-day tent camping packing list for summer. So the way I do this is I have a list of all the things that we need in each category, and then I just list the names of the people underneath. So once I'm done, I can check it off.
Yeah.
Except for the baby, because babies need extra things. So she has her own checklist there. And we have toiletries, bedding, food items, cleaning supplies, campsite, campfire items, and other items.
Yeah.
So I have a long way to
Tony,
go.
my favorite thing is camping.
I know.
Go camping now.
So we have a long way to go on the packing, but we'll get there. We're crazy and we're packing.
Hey, what about me? We're going already.
We're so ready to leave, but we're not ready to leave. It's 8:30 and I'm packing clothes. So my plan is to have... Just a minute, David.
When
Just
are
a
we
minute.
going to go?
We're going to go soon. So we have a boys' tent and a girls' tent, and so I'm packing the kids' clothes in their backpacks, and they're going to have individual backpacks so they can be responsible for their things, and their clothes are going in their tents, and they will keep track of them. And so right now I'm just running through double checking that we have each person's things off of my handy dandy checklist. The kids helped me pack, so I'm going to double check their work. It's 9:35. I found my selfie stick. So I got all the clothing, kids clothing packed, and my clothing packed. Toiletries packed. I delegated to my husband all of the bedding and the campsite things like tents and things for the campfire. And so he's doing that as well as loading in the van. And so all I have left to do is food.
Which takes like an hour.
So there's my Alan cracking eggs into a mason jar, which is one of our favorite tricks, so we don't break eggs while we're on the journey. And I'm gonna get all the food together. I have a menu plan, so I'll just read off of that menu plan and pack the meals. And I also have some things that we take on every camping trip here that will also be packed, like disposable, forks and plates, and our instant coffee and a can opener. Don't forget a can opener when you're camping. You need your can opener. I forgot it once. That wasn't good. So anyway, gonna do that now. How many did you fit in there?
65.
No, it's 12
6.
plus 6, which equals
Alan, 12 plus 6 is 8.
So there's 18 eggs in each.
18.
18
This one
eggs.
minus 1.
Okay.
This one has 17.
That's breakfast. Saturday and Sunday. And there's that super kind brother. All right. Food is packed. And we decided to go ahead. The kids were all hungry, asking for food. It's only 10:45, but we went ahead and we are eating an early lunch so that people...
What about me?
Hey, Dave. We're eating an early lunch so people don't get starving on the road. What are you eating, Ellie? Pickles! Yum, yum!
I'm eating spicy cheese with whatever it's called.
Yes, we have some pepper jack.
He's eating spicy cheese with a sandwich.
And what are you eating?
This and this and this and this and this.
Looks good. Thank you for making it.
No, I don't want this!
And pretty soon...
You look under the table, just look under the table right where Allie's at.
Oh no. Did she get anything in her tummy?
Yeah, she did, but then she spilled her plate on the floor.
So that's one of the advantages of camping. When she does that when we're gone, all the raccoons and such can come and eat it. I got me a pretty baby and we're all ready for a camping trip. Kids are loading up. It's already hot. Battling the heat on this camping trip, that's gonna be a trick. Humidity is supposedly 100%. So like as humid as it can get, I guess that's what it means. You can feel it. It's like 11 o'clock and it's sticky. But at least there's a little bit of breeze. So we'll be all right.
All right, we're drying sticks to see which kid we leave behind. We just don't have enough room.
Bye.
Sorry, we need
I
to find
have
some
to stay
sticks.
home.
You're kidding. This great big red van, we don't have enough room for
Yeah, I don't
all
know
the
how
kids and all the camping stuff?
Don't know how we did it, but
Uh,
I guess I'm staying home. You can't.
see you later, Alan.
bye,
Need
Alan.
your help.
Thanks for your help.
Thanks for letting me keep my DS.
Nah, we'll figure it
We
out.
already did.
We'll bring you along. We are loaded up. We managed to fit all 8 people and their stuff.
I don't get left behind.
I think we have 8.
I think we have 8. And I even have a little bouquet of flowers for the road. Because one must enjoy one's flowers no matter where one goes. Starbucks stop.